Alright, you guys. It is pretty hard to believe that there was not a giant...
That guy couldn't have been any closer.
Just know y'all might take a little water on you.
On the water, a wrong decision can lead to disaster. Imagine your engine failing while the boat slowly sinks, or catching a record-breaking fish under the scrutinizing eyes of the crowd. In these uncertain moments, what is more dangerous, unpredictable nature, or the choices we make as time runs out? On June 16th, 2025, near a quiet stretch of the Watauga River, Heidi, from the YouTube channel Lil Red Heidi Hood, starts another solitary morning beside the water. Known for sharing calm outdoor routines, fishing, camping, and quiet moments spent alone in nature, her channel normally unfolds at a slow, thoughtful pace. But this morning begins differently. After spending hours the previous day without catching anything, she returns to the river beside her cabin, determined to try once more, unaware that patience, frustration, and uncertainty are about to shape the morning ahead.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Beautiful. Almost got hung on the first cast, so that's not the best sign.
The river flows calmly yet unpredictably, moving past the cabin in gentle currents, interrupted by small waterfalls and pockets of foaming white water. Heidi carefully steps into the stream, testing different spots as she gradually works her way downstream. Each cast carries quiet hope, but the line nearly snags on the very first attempt, an early sign that nothing here will come easily.
So gorgeous. Kind of in a predicament. So you guys see, the pool is right over there, and you can't really walk straight across it. These are some really fast-moving rapids, and if you were to fish over here, like in this area, stand here, you can't really get a fish up the waterfall. I could fish here and potentially have the fish come down this waterfall and net it right here at this rock. It's kind of sketchy, but I'm gonna give it a try. If I was hitting a little rock there. All right, you guys. It is pretty hard to believe that there was not a giant trout in there, or any trout for that matter. I'm gonna keep on moving down the river till we find one. Massive boulders in the middle of the river. I'm actually standing on another one right here, and there is another gorgeous stretch right down there. This probably wasn't the best route to take. OMG. These rocks are really slippery. Ah, holy cow. Comment below if you guys know what kind of spider that is. That is so gnarly. All right, you guys, I have some pretty high hopes of this new spot here.
She continues following the river toward the falls, where bubbles constantly rise from the rocks below. Areas like this should hold fish. They usually do, at least in theory, but the water moves quickly, and the terrain offers little forgiveness. The rocks are slick, the footing unstable, and every step requires careful attention. At one moment, she pauses, noticing a large spider clinging to a nearby stone, another small reminder that this environment belongs to more than just her.
That just actually scared me. I had my first real bite. Dang it, you guys. I was not ready for that. Okay, I need to regroup for a sec. That was ridiculous. That should have been a fish. That was my fault. I wasn't ready for it. And it honestly kind of scared me because I forgot what a real bite feels like. Okay, regroup. He's right in front of that rock down there. perfect spot. It just looks like a trout dream down there. Calm down, slow your breathing. No. No. You guys have no idea how bad I want to catch a trout right now. Like, I don't care what size. I'm not trying to be negative because, I mean, I couldn't ask for a more beautiful place to fish. But boy, would I love to catch a fish. But, you know. All right, guys. I'm gonna move down. Just keep on moving down, I guess. Remain positive.
As the morning moves forward, subtle signs of life begin to appear. Light taps along the line, small ripples forming on the surface. Something is moving beneath the water. When a stronger strike finally comes, it catches her off guard. The sudden pull startles her enough that the chance disappears almost instantly. The silence that follows feels heavier than before. She steadies herself, slowing her breathing and reminding herself where she is. This section of the river is strictly catch and release. She's not there to take anything, only to challenge herself against the water and whatever might be waiting beneath it. Still, frustration begins to creep in. Determined to keep going, Heidi changes her strategy, climbing onto a large boulder and lowering her lure beneath an overhanging rock, where the current disappears into shadow. For a brief moment, she notices movement, a tail perhaps, but it turns out to be nothing more than a tiny fish. The realization drains what little momentum remains.
All right, this takes a lot of finesse, if I must say so myself. My goodness. This is gonna be difficult. Gotta figure out where to place it. Oh my gosh, I see it. A tail of a trout, you guys. There's a trout right below me. Wait a minute, that's not a trout. There's a fish that just swam out from underneath this rock and it's only like 3 inches long. But then again, I would pretty much be happy with anything at this point. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, my tactic has gotten me. Oh, I got it loose. I'm kind of tempted to tie on what is called an atomic teaser, which the method to fish those is kind of like a little jigging action, but they're so lightweight, I just don't know if I would be able to get it up underneath there, but I could jig it right along the edge of this rock. I'm kind of running out of hope, you guys.
Eventually, she steps away from the river and walks back toward the cabin to rest, accepting that sometimes the real challenge is not the fish at all, but the persistence required to keep trying. Moments like these reveal how easily quiet outdoor routines can become mentally demanding. Without danger or drama, simple uncertainty can become the real test, especially when expectations collide with reality. If patience is truly the challenge here, how long would you stay before deciding to change your approach or walk away from the river entirely? On October 22nd, 2023, Scott, the creator of the YouTube channel Scott Fish, headed out for what was expected to be an ordinary day of pier fishing. His channel typically focuses on relaxed shoreline fishing encounters with marine life and educational moments by the water. But on this particular day, somewhere along a public pier, the focus quietly began to change. What started as a typical fishing session would soon develop into a tense and unpredictable situation, one where the greatest danger did not come from the ocean itself, but from a sudden human confrontation unfolding in real time.
What do you guys have? We don't have our net with us, otherwise I'd help you.
Oh man, this thing's like now the kingfish, but we're trying to catch the blackfish with the jig.
What pound test do you have on there? You might want to lock up.
You know, we just like...
What pound is on here? What's the leader? What's the mono?
It's around 35.
Lock it up, lock it tight. This way. It's gonna go under the pier and you're gonna lose it.
They're like, it's not a kingfish, you know?
It's not a kingfish.
What's that, mate? Stingray. Man.
Is it big? I wanna see it. Dude, it is huge. He's gotta be foul hooked, right? Yeah,
I think he's hooked on the
wing.
Holy shit. How can he eat the jigs?
He's foul hooked. He's foul hooked.
Yeah, we use the jigs. Oh man.
Oh yeah, then he hasn't.
I can come to the beach.
Yeah, find it from the beach.
Maybe you can take the
I can help you guys land it. I've a lot of experience.
All right, cool, man.
It's the biggest stingray I have ever seen.
Yeah, that thing's
Oh,
big.
man.
Yeah, I can definitely help you guys land it, but
You're gonna jump in the water with that?
no, we're gonna beach it.
Oh my god, he's fucking good.
Yeah, I don't know how he's gaining on him. Yeah, it's you guys are probably not gonna land it. To be honest, it's like it's not gonna come up.
But we cannot cut the line. Hooks is still on his body.
You said 35 pound on the leader, right?
Yeah, but the knots shouldn't be good.
Oh, okay.
I just use that normally for the like.
Jackson, you want to grab that line for me?
Be careful, man.
Jackson is 35. You want me to do that? Here.
Stinger, eagle ray.
The situation intensifies when a large southern eagle ray becomes accidentally hooked in the pectoral fin. The animal is powerful, clearly distressed, and difficult to control from the pier. Scott and others try to manage the situation, carefully aware of the ray's long, venomous barb and the dangers involved in bringing it closer. As they consider their next move, a woman enters the scene and walks directly into the water.
You need to cut it.
Right. No, we're gonna watch out with that. Watch out with that barb.
Well,
just be. Hey. Please get away from the stingray. Like I'm serious. Please get away from it. Okay.
You won't bring it in with this.
Yeah, we're gonna cut it, but please stay away from the ray. These are these are extremely. Please stop touching the line.
Yeah,
please stop touching the line.
But I'm not going to get your hook back because it's too dangerous.
Right. Okay.
So you just need to cut this down there.
Okay, I understand,
You won't
but
get it back.
please get out of the water.
No, I won't get out of the water. Do you have a knife? Anyone got a pen knife?
No, please get away from the
Do you
ray.
happen to have a pen knife?
Oh my god, that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Bro, she can't bring her dogs near this thing either. That is a hazard. Alright guys, so Southern Eagle Ray, right here. We're gonna try to get the hook out, but we have a lady that says we have to cut it off.
She demands that the fishing line be cut, immediately raising her voice as the tension increases. Despite warnings about the risk, she stays close to the ray while her dogs move through the same area. The situation grows increasingly unstable, with conflicting instructions, elevated voices, and no clear coordination between those involved.
I got it. Ma'am, please get away from the ray. This line, hey, this line is about to snap off. Please stay away from the ray.
I don't need to be told.
Ma'am.
That won't snap. You've got to cut.
This
Don't
will
let it
snap.
in
This
because-
will snap.
No,
Please stay away from the
You
ray.
just need to do nothing until your friend comes.
Ridiculous. Actually ridiculous.
I'm a marine biologist. You don't need to tell me about stuff. But you shouldn't, if the ranger catches you, it's $500.
This is not illegal.
How did you-
What it
okay,
is
it's
foul
okay,
hooked
man.
on a
It's okay,
jig,
bro.
and it was a complete accident. You can't control what bites over there. Guys, I'm sorry about that. That is ridiculous. That was not your fault. You foul hooked it. It happens.
Sorry about that.
No. That's not your guys' fault at all. Gee, that is ridiculous. I'm sorry you have to deal with that fault. It's an accident, shit happens. But that's a sick fish. That is so sick. And like that's a once in a lifetime. Hopefully you got good pictures.
All right. Oh, my bad.
It's not your fault at all.
Keep enjoying the fishing. Don't let them ruin your vibe. That was an awesome fish. That was sick. Well, I have a lot of experience with those actually.
Whoa.
It's not illegal at all.
Let me
Yeah.
take that over back. All right, good luck, man.
Yeah, guys. Good luck. Have a good one. Adios.
Scott attempts to calm the situation, explaining the risks and encouraging everyone to keep their distance. The concern is no longer only about the fish, but about what might happen if the ray lashes out. With no sign of the tension easing, Scott makes a difficult decision to deliberately break the line, ending the encounter before it turns into something far worse. As the tension finally fades, he reassures the anglers nearby that the incident was accidental, not wrongdoing, and that safety had to remain the priority. The pier gradually returns to its normal rhythm, though a lingering unease remains. This moment demonstrates how quickly a routine outdoor activity can become dangerous when several people act without coordination. The ray itself was a known hazard, but the lack of communication and rising emotions created a far more unpredictable situation. In the end, choosing to disengage was not about winning an argument, it was about preventing serious harm. If a single encounter can shift from calm to chaos within minutes, it raises a question worth considering. When danger appears, is the real threat always the wildlife in front of us, or the human decisions made under pressure? It was shortly after noon on September 1st, 2025, during a holiday weekend on the Cumberland River. Bradley, the creator behind the YouTube channel Cast and Trail, was recording what appeared to be a routine river fishing trip. His channel centers on real fishing days, drifting deep channels, and bait-based catfish fishing. The water was calm, the river was busy. On holiday weekends, traffic becomes part of the hazard.
Afternoon, yeah, it's just after 12, so got out around 11, took 30 minutes to net some bait, 15-minute boat ride, just got the baits in the water. So it's gonna be a good day. Holiday weekend, so being a Friday, I expect a lot of people to be out. I mean, we've seen a little bit of traffic, but it hadn't been that crazy, thankfully. So with that said, baits are in the water. We're gonna run this stretch probably about half a mile. Yeah, it's probably about half a mile. And then we're gonna pull up and go somewhere else if we don't run into, into a bunch of them. I'd like to hook into one or two, and then I'd probably fish this stretch again or keep going, because it's possible, they're moving up river, down river along this channel ledge and run into some of them. So if we hit one or two, if we hit one, we're gonna keep going, because that tells me there's at least something in the area. That's a bait, baby. That right there, that's a bait. That is big old gizzard shad. Look at that thing. He's at least all of 12 inches or more. What's this thing say? Yeah, he's like 13 inches. That thing's huge. Hopefully he ain't no record, because I'm about to cut him up. All right, y'all. There we go. Big old gizzard shad head. That was like a 13-inch gizzard shad. Fat old thing. Probably over a pound, pound and a half. Floats, rattle, down to a 4-ounce dragging weight. This bad boy is going to go to our right, which is the port side. And we'll slap a board on that thing and be good to go. This is not my bait cooler. So what I'm gonna do is, since we're just kind of drifting slowly here, I'm gonna cover up our cut bait with some ice, try to keep it a little fresher while it's kind of baking in the sun. I need to probably get like a small bait cooler on here and just kind of mount it or keep it maybe somewhere. Just when you cut the bait up, put some ice in there and keep it fresher for a little longer.
The day began normally. Bait was gathered, lines were set, and the boat drifted along a deep channel nearly 50 feet below. Fish appeared and disappeared, small channels, a steady blue, nothing unusual. Then the river traffic moved closer.
There he is. Dang, he's yanking now. Taking my time again with him. We're in some deeper water. What are we in, 40? I can't even see that thing. What is oh, we're in 48 now. There's still fish on the bottom, so we're in a good spot. Might have to freshen our baits up on all of them though, because not getting a lot of hits. Oh my gosh, did he come off? Or is he coming to the boat? Oh, lost him. Oh my gosh, but that's okay if this one's taken off. I think we missed that one too. Dang it. Dang it, dang it, dang it. That guy couldn't have been any closer. Literally going over my board, almost. Like, what in the absolute hell is that? Some people should not have boats. Oh, that's a fish. Come on, out of there. Oh my God, I got it wedged in here a little odd. Oh. I didn't see the takedown. I don't know if you guys did or not, but hot dog. Hot dog, come on. I'm trying to keep him from going back behind that other one. He's still pulling. This feels decent.
A boat passed much nearer than expected, cutting across the drifting line. For a brief moment, it seemed as if it might run directly over one of the planer boards. There was no warning, no time to respond, only inches, separating moving fiberglass from a floating line. The boat moved on. The board remained intact, but the drift no longer felt calm.
Again, just taking my time with him. Ain't no sense in horsing them in. It's more fun to take your time anyways with these fish. Let them have a fighting chance, you know, if they break off or spit the hook, whatever. That's part of fishing. You know, that's the mystery of it, you know. The allure, the mystery, it's part of why I love it. I like to give them a chance, make it sporty. And then of course, taking care of their, you know, their safety and their health by bringing them up slower, letting them get that air out of their air bladder so they don't end up with barotrauma and die on us, you know. Don't want to do that to especially good fish. Oh my gosh, these fish are they're tricking me today. These channels are fighting. Oh, he did tangle our line. That's part of why that felt weird. He done got us all kinds of wrapped and tangled, so that's gonna be fun to sort out. I'll get some of that out and let it run. Dang channel, I mean, he's probably the biggest channel of the day, but what happened was we got a little bit tangled here, huh? That's what you did to me. I gotta see if I can't undo this really quick, buddy, because gonna make getting you out a lot easier if I can figure out which way this line is twisted. All right, well, I'm gonna flip him in. He's our biggest channel of the day. Come here, dude. Get you out real quick, because I gotta deal with this mess you done gave me. What'd you do all that for? Oh, I said channel, but that's a blue, ain't it? Yeah, dang. I don't know. His color's off, but I think it's a blue. All right. Yeah, we'll go blue. Yep. All right. Nothing giant. Just a little 4 pounder probably. All right, now we got to deal with this crap here that we got into. I hope it ain't knotted. That's the problem I got, that it's so twisted. Might not be much saving it.
Fishing continued, yet the rhythm had shifted. Lines tangled, boards pulled back toward the boat, fish struck and vanished. Control slipped away in short, quiet moments until the drift finally ended. Some viewers later suggested the most dangerous moment wasn't beneath the surface. It was above it, a reminder that on crowded rivers, other boats can become the real danger. Nothing was struck, nothing was damaged. But if that boat had been just a little closer, would this have been a very different story? On August 9th, 2025, a routine offshore fishing trip quietly begins to unravel. The footage comes from The Big Dan Show, a YouTube channel centered on deep-sea fishing boating and real offshore experiences. More than 10 miles from land, Dan and his crew are aboard their Cape Horn when something below deck feels wrong. Far from shore with few options available, the ocean begins to show how quickly control can slip away.
Just know y'all might take a little water on you. I got my autopilot running, so.
They don't want us to stop?
No. You want me to pull it? Hey, get y'all's hands in here. If you stop the boat, if you're taking on water, once you stop it, you ain't got no control. You're not getting back on plane. Maybe. We'll see what happens. Look at my boys buckling up, son. I mean, y'all might not even get off. We may just get a cork, which that's what I hope. That right. Let me help y'all. Let me check it one more time. I got all the valves shut off, and we're definitely draining off water. We're not taking on water anymore. I don't know if it was coming through one of those valves. I mean, it was coming in there as fast as we were pumping it out. All right, both motors are working right now. I don't know what just happened. I just went back there and pumped. Uh-oh. Yeah, no. Oh my God. Half a mile we went right there.
When Dan checks beneath the deck, he finds hundreds of gallons of water pooled under the floor, enough that if it continued rising, the boat could lose its ability to remain afloat. As the situation worsens, the vessel begins to lose normal control. The port engine fails, forcing Dan into a critical decision.
He ain't pulling up on me. He's like, hey man, you mind if I board you? No. All right, let's see if we can get away from him. We ain't had it fired up in a while. Hey, y'all sit down up front.
Sit on the, hey, boom.
Boom, sit down or they gonna take you to jail.
Hurry up, sit down.
They heard that the Big Dan show was on there. They're like, yep. All of a sudden the motors work.
With children on board and no room for delay, he contacts the Coast Guard to report the unfolding emergency. From that moment, the situation slowly begins to stabilize. Near Pensacola Pass, the water level steadies, the engine unexpectedly starts again. And although relief begins to settle in, the tension remains until land finally appears in view. Viewers later questioned what truly made the difference: steady. Leadership, timely assistance, or overlooked safety basics such as maintenance and life jackets. If conditions had shifted even slightly, would calm control have been enough? Or did timing and luck quietly determine the outcome? On January 30th, 2019, two young anglers step onto a frozen lake in the Chicagoland area as temperatures drop below 0 degrees Fahrenheit. The footage comes from fish slingers known for fast-paced fishing and real-world encounters. What begins as a routine ice fishing trip for pike unfolds in a setting where cold silence and human tension quietly intersect. The encounter begins when a homeowner appears along the shoreline.
That is huge. What the f? Did the flag just fall off it or something? The flag was on it the whole time. Unless it like just completely fell off. Well, there is something on it.
Really?
Wait. Something little maybe? I got something. Oh yeah, now it's starting to... What the heck? The flag just flew off?
Up.
That is weird. I guess I didn't put it on good enough. So we just got...
Dude, the flag popped off the tip up and I was like, why is a flag on the ground?
I don't want to force that one up. Okay, now we'll pull it back up again for the 6th time. I need a shot in the big camera with this one. Oh, great. This guy hopefully doesn't yell at us. Oh, don't lose that, Cade. Oh, that's a thick pipe, bro.
Nice pipe. Get him, Carl. Hear me?
What was that? Your ID with a fixed address on it.
I don't have my wallet on me.
I don't either. I'm calling the police then.
Really?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
Put her up. Nice fish, man. Got one.
Look at that.
It's not bad at all. We're barely hooked. Right in the mouth. There she goes.
Okay.
She goes.
Don't belong on this lake. It's a private lake. We pay for it. Just pack your shit up and get out of here. I don't want to hear any more lip.
He's taking a picture of him.
He doesn't approach peacefully. He raises his voice and demands the young anglers leave, convinced they have no right to be there. The ice grows silent. From that moment forward, every movement feels observed. He remains nearby, holding his ground, making it clear he won't leave until they do.
That's the guy. That guy's standing outside, kicking us out. We know someone that lives on the lake doesn't believe us, so we're packing up and leaving. But he's standing there waiting till we leave, bro. This guy's crazy. We just caught a fish in front of his face too, which is awesome. Great pike, by the way. You got one? Did you really? Oh gosh, they just hooked up in front of the guy. Right in front of the homeowner, are you guys kidding me?
Dude, what is this?
Were you about to pick it up and it just went off?
No, the rod bent.
I'm guessing a nice, real nice one.
Get that prime footage. I gotta get back.
You gotta send me this.
Oh, this is hilarious. Is it stuck? Is it off?
No, he's still on.
Are you serious? What is that?
Going this way now.
Oh, there's some weeds.
Oh, it's a big pike.
Big pike?
Oh my god! Oh my god, baby! Let's go!
Jeez.
That's a nice pike.
That's a beauty.
Wow.
That's the biggest pike.
got it.
Here, someone grab Justin's phone and take a picture for him real quick. Stay there. That's perfect. Do not move. It's so perfect for a thumbnail.
That's a thick fish.
That's a beauty. Slide her back nice and easy. Look at that, man. Boom! You did it. Good stuff, man. That's crazy, bro.
As the tension lingers in the air, one final flag suddenly snaps up. In clear view of the angry homeowner, they pull the largest pike of the day through the ice. The contrast is immediate excitement and disbelief out on the ice, frustration and impatience from the shoreline. The moment passes quickly. Even with the fish still biting, they begin packing their gear. The day ends not because the lake has gone quiet, but because staying any longer risks turning a tense encounter into something far more serious. Many viewers noticed how quickly a calm and respectful outing became uncomfortable. Once questions of boundaries and permission appeared. They leave quietly, but how easily could a simple day on the ice have escalated further if restraint hadn't prevailed? On October 19th, 2023, Dan fishes alone from a highway bridge in Florida. The footage comes from The Lawless Tide, a channel focused on real fishing encounters and lawful hands-on challenges. Heavy rods, blue crab bait, and a strong current turn the bridge into a narrow platform above dark water. What begins as a productive morning targeting giant black drum slowly grows more tense.
Oh, we're already getting picked up again. We're already getting picked up again. There we go. There he is right there. I got him up. Let's see if I can keep this guy up while I throw this over. Got him. Yeah. Woo. All right. Open the bail. Woo. All right. Woo. There we go. Got him. Woo.
I was coming to see if you needed some help.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Learned to do it on my own. All right, guys, first drum of the morning. He's not a monster, but it's a good way to start. So we're gonna get him back in the water and rebait and get more out.
The unease comes from distance and height. Every movement has to be precise, with no way to move closer if something goes wrong. Dan works the fish patiently and eventually lands a massive black drum, his personal best. Its size attracts attention from passing cars, and the bridge suddenly feels far more exposed. Dan calmly reflects on a brief encounter with a woman. The interruption feels sudden and unnecessary, turning a quiet moment into something awkward and tense.
Oh, he looked at it. He looked at it. He's looking for it. Got him. Oh boy. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy. There's no way. I got 10-pound braid. Why'd I hook him? Oh my gosh. There's nothing I can do. He's a tank. It's gonna go under. Nope, 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 nope. Tighten this up a little. Oh boy. All I can hope is to wear him out and keep him from going under the bridge. Keep the tension on him. You see him? Oh boy. There's a chance. There is a chance. Let's get this guy over.
Later, he switches to ultralight tackle. The fish repeatedly runs toward the bridge, supports the line stretched tight against unseen edges below. Each surge threatens a break or a bad outcome, forcing careful control instead of brute strength.
Yes! I can't believe I got that 10-pound leader on my custom Frisky Fins sheep's head rod. Let's let this guy go. We're gonna do a nosedive. I can't lower him at the net by myself. Perfect. Swim right off. Woo! On an ultralight Frisky Fins rod, pin battle 2500, 10-pound braid, all these big rods out, and he hits a freaking tiny piece of shrimp.
As Dan begins packing up, a game warden arrives.
Any luck?
One big drum, that's it.
Good deal.
One big drum.
Any keepers?
Nope. Pull that up.
You got a YouTube channel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Lawless Tide.
Okay.
If I might take a look
No,
at the cooler,
go for it. Go for it.
All right, go ahead. I'll let you-
Okay.
Good luck to you.
Thanks, I need it. I'm on my last 2 crabs.
Oh, man. Well, good luck to you.
Thanks, I need it.
Hopefully you need to get some dinner or something out here.
Let's go trade your spots.
I feel your pain. I was a firefighter 25 years, so. All right, you guys have a good one.
I just know that lady that screamed at me called them. So thanks for calling them, ma'am. They were very polite and professional.
The moment carries uncertainty, but the interaction remains calm and professional. Licenses are checked, a few words are exchanged, and the tension fades, ending the day on steadier ground than it began. Viewers noted how success in a public place can attract suspicion, and how assumptions often form faster than verification until authority arrives to clarify what is actually happening. It ends peacefully this time, but how often do ordinary moments become tense simply because someone decides to step in? That's it for tonight. Which moment creep? Drop it in the comments. Have your own story, share it with us, and stay tuned. The next one is even darker.